Hey, Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Happy birthday, March 8th, Pisces. Okay, let's see what the messages are. What will be helpful? Just that. Donuts in the background if you hear any noises. Okay. Messages for Pisces, please. March 8th. Happy birthday. It's your solar return, so it's like your own personal new year. Okay, we have follow your intuition. And then we have emotional strength. These cards look really similar. Okay, so I don't have to tell you this. You know this. You've been through a lot. It's a lot of yellow and orange. So, you know, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, so your creativity, your, personality, really tap into those energies this year, because that's, who you are. That's where you come from. That's where you get your energy that will guide you through this year. We also have self-discovery. And this figure has like a lantern or what is that called? A fire, a torch. There we go. That's like leading them through this darkness. So use your own intuition, your own personal energy to guide you through any darkness, because you know who you are. You know what you want. You can feel it. So if there's any point that you're unsure, just wait and you'll get those internal nudges. Readings like this will be confirmation messages for you, where you're like, yep, that's what I was thinking, and then you go on your way in that direction. You're not going to be like fully, out of the blue, like, wow, I didn't think that. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a confirmation for you. So now let's split this into two so it's easier to shuffle. Let's get into the tarot. It's quite warm here. There is still a bit of wind. It's warm. And that's what this feels like hot air. Like if you think about a hot air balloon, that hot air that causes that balloon to rise. If you've never done that, it's such a pretty experience. Remember to zoom out in your life. It's so easy to get caught up in the details. And even this too, if you're going into a dark place, you can't see everything clearly. So give it some time before you make any big decisions. I'm not going to take that since it's upside down. But this King of Wands. Okay. And the Five of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Eight of Cups. So this is indicating to me that you are free from all of this heartache, all of this conflict that was caused by this King of Wands. This impulsivity, you know, someone that only thought about themselves. Yeah, they probably looked good or had some kind of, you know, swagger about them. But at the end of the day, you're just like, really? That's all you have to offer? Because, you know, they were combative. They liked to fight. They weren't steady. They would just, you know, get upset at the drop of a hat. They didn't care about your well-being. You sacrificed yourself to keep the peace. You know, yeah, they might have had money, but really just not enough to make it worth your while, because it was walking on eggshells. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, like two-faced. Like everyone thought that they were great, but when they were at home, you're like, ugh, gross. Like slob. Like frat boy, but grown up. Expecting you to be their slave, servant. No accountability for their actions. Wanted to blame everyone else for their behavior. It just really was not attractive. Like no amount of good looks or money will make up for that kind of behavior. It might be okay for a second, but after a while, you just can't stand that person and you'd rather get rid of them. So with the Eight of Cups, you walked away. And this is walking away emotionally. So it's possible that you're still with them, but in a very detached kind of way. To where you're like, oh, okay, and then you go do your thing. Like, if you are able to do that, wow, that's amazing. That is power, like beyond. So well done you. Get what you need and then be completely detached. Oh my gosh, donut. So what she does, she has this little bouncy ball and she will put it underneath the dresser on purpose so that I have to go and get it out for her. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Who knows what she was barking at? There wasn't a ball anywhere. All right, so that's where you're at, or where you were, because this kind of is in this past position. Oh, nice. 3 of Cups. You've got a lot of family support helping you move on or keeping you from investing too much in this relationship or going back to it, reminding you how crappy it was. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. You know, you're putting your priorities first. This is where you get your ducks in a row. Like, what's really important right now? you know, getting all of your financial things in order, making sure that all of your, you know, bills are paid, you've got your budget, you know, all of that's taken care of. We've got the Devil, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Let me clarify this with another deck. So the Devil is fears. The Devil, Queen of Pentacles, the Devil. So non-essentials, you know, put all those on the back burner. So we have the Seven of Wands and Three of Wands. So that together is the Ten of Wands. So there's a lot of burden, a lot of fear of like, okay, how am I going to handle all of this? Because this King of Wands is out of the picture. Because that's how people manipulate. They put us in a place that's disempowered. They meet us and we're completely independent, and then they slowly take away that independence so that we become dependent on them. Okay, so that's the scary part. So if you need to get some kind of advocate to help you with your finances, you know, through the city or the county, ask family or friends to kind of support you for the foreseeable future until you know, can get a better job, you know, back on your feet. Remember, with this Three of Cups, you have a lot of people that love you, so don't be afraid to ask. They want to help you. They want to see you succeed. And a lot of them know what it's like to be in a situation like this. So, you know, if they're financially savvy, they can sit down with you, help you with a budget, things like that. So you don't have to do things on your own. It can even be like renegotiating debt, things like that, to where there's payments that you can manage with what you get in, what you bring in. So it's a way to protect your future. So with the Devil card, you know, there is a lot of fear, there is a lot of uncertainty about your stability, but there is a solve for it, okay? And with the Two of Wands, you will not go back to the past, okay? You know, you'll start applying for jobs that pay better, things like that, just to get you out of this situation that was very disempowering, all right? And you have a big friend network, so if everyone knows about your situation, for one, they can all pitch in to help you. So it's about letting everyone know. And it's not shameful, because this is something that happens all the time, and it's very manipulative. Okay, So it may be, hurting your pride a little bit to have to ask for help, but there are resources, friends and family that have the capability to help you, within a short time. Okay, so let's see what's next. Okay, we've got the Six of Cups. And slowly you will regain that loving spark that you have inside of you that they wanted. It's not gone. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups. What's this Knight of Wands, Ten of Cups? Yeah, know that you're protected. Yeah, there's a new beginning here. Lots of family and friend support around you. That's coming in quickly. Who's this Knight of Wands? I feel like it's coming in quickly, but also be prepared for this fire sign to try to lure you back. And they do that with money. They take everything away, hoping that you come back because you need them. Okay, so just be aware of that. But that's the thing, where your friends and family come in, you don't need them. So we have the Five of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune. So the feeling of, I'm going to use the word like poverty, or like just feeling like you're on your own, out in the cold, that's ending. It's very temporary. Okay, it just seems daunting because they were holding the purse strings for so long. But things are going to work out for you. Like the Wheel of Fortune's the Wheel of Fortune. That's the universe stepping in and lining things up for you. So ask your spirits and guides for help. Ask your friends and family. Take those steps so that that ball can, start rolling. Because that's what they're counting on, that you're going to be so weak, so scared, and disempowered that you'll go back. It's disgusting. But that's that power play. And that's what a lot of really yucky people, that's what they do. They take someone that has such a beautiful light inside of you, and they slowly control it. They slowly put it out, and they keep it for themselves. Ugh, I'm just nauseous with that feeling, but that's what they do. And they have that power. So this is where you don't allow them to have that power. You can trick them into thinking that they do, but do not allow it. reach out to everyone you know and you let them know, okay, this is what's happened. They manipulated me, mentally, or however they emotionally corrupted you. They're trying to get me back financially by squeezing me. And I guarantee all your friends and family will not let that happen. Everyone will come together and find a way to help you. Okay? But you have to communicate and you have to have a plan. All right? Okay, let's pull one of these romance angels for, separation. Definitely. There's this honeymoon stage. Yeah, it was all great. And then it wasn't, right? Let your friends help you. Okay? They're there for you. Whether they provide, monetary help or work or, just logistical help. Everyone can do something for you. So just really tighten up your own budget, all the non-essentials, put that aside, and you'll be okay. Call your credit card companies, let them know what's happening, and oftentimes they'll give you either like a 0% APR for a time. Like, they'll help you. As weird as that might seem, they will help you. You just have to call and ask, because if you don't ask, you don't get. So just call. Consolidate everything into one, and or call each card individually and be like, this is my situation right now. What can you do to help me? And a lot of times they'll be like, okay, we can give you 6 months, 0% APR. Just, make the minimum payment. Call your cell phone bill, all the bills. Just call and ask. Tell them, like, honestly what's going on and how you were in an abusive relationship. They will help you. Even though they're these big companies, they have the capability. And, it depends who you talk to. If the first person says no, call back, because the second person might say yes. Okay? So it'll all work out. We're all praying for you. We're all going through a lot of difficulties right now in different ways, but it's all a test to see how strong we are. Okay? And it'll be okay. You're really strong, you're really tough, you're really smart. Okay? And all the stuff is just stuff. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Sell all your good stuff. Consign all that. Put some money aside. Yeah, you'll be okay, Pisces. All right. I love you. We all love you, and we're all rooting for you. Okay, we'll see you soon.